Hey guys, Night Lightning Z here, and today we will be doing a castle tutorial. Now I'm going to take you on a quick tour, see if you like this castle, because this is the one I'll be making. So it has this, a big base. I'll go into block detail later, but with the corners shaped similar, second layer to it, and then the top is the same corners, but all in a sort of cylinder type. So you probably want to know what it is like from the inside. Well, I'll do a fly around first to see from the front and from the side. And not that it's any different from the front, but the back. So let's go in. And it's very customizable. You don't have to do your door like this. You can do whatever you want. This is one big room here, but what could be done, since it's so high, you could put a layer here, make this 2 floors. Same as the second floor, you could chop it in half and have 2 floors. So you could possibly make this like a 6-floor castle. And here's our second floor, same, just a little smaller than the base. And you can obviously make stairs. I didn't furnish anything. And then the big cylinder. So you have this layer to do, like this top roof you can walk on, and then also the, I just made stairs up that you can walk up and get to the very top. And now you have a view of your whole map, or this whole map. So let's get started. We have our ingredients. I just used stone brick as I just did a cobblestone one. You probably want something that you can get a lot of blocks of because it takes a ton of blocks. So you don't want to build it in quartz unless you are very devoted. But I find cobblestone, it looks good to me. I like it. Also, stone brick is not that hard to get, so I'm going to try one. The tutorial one I will make in stone brick. And all you need are some stone brick stairs and just solid blocks. So let's get started. We'll just use this as our reference. The base, you have to leave room for the corners, but the base is 43 by 20, not counting those open corners. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. There's our base, and then I will go inside to show you how you're going to leave the corners. So seeing these corners, because you're making the cylinders, you need to leave, what I usually do is I count it 2 spaces diagonally from each corner, because this is what you want. This is the 43 and this is the 20, so you're going to want to leave 2 spaces right here. So I will show you that out here. All you have to do is go 1, 2, and then you got that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have our 43 by 20 with a 2-spot diagonal space right here. So I think I'm going to either speed build this or just I'll do the first structure. We'll go 1, 2, just kind of move along. We don't really have to count out this one. We can just match it up to the other. I will do just this base and then speed build because I'll have to show you need to build all the way up to a certain height. The height can be your choice. I'll just show you the heights on this one. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to make the second floor like enormously bigger or taller, because then your first floor won't look very good. So that looks perfectly even. And then 1, 2 block. Did I do that right? Yes. Okay. So now that we have the base, what you're going to want to do, this is gonna take you the most time, especially if you're in survival. So be ready to have, didn't do that right. Be ready to have a lot of blocks and a lot of time on your hands. So I will get this started and just show you. You want it to be my base. I made 11 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you're just going to want to build all the way up like this, all the way around, just like that. So I will do it. I will either cut or speed build. Okay guys, we're back. Here is our wall. It is again 11 high, 43 by 20 with the diagonal 2 spaces right here. And those will be important right about now. So I will teach you how to do this. It's pretty easy. Once I will take you through maybe 2 of them and then I'll do the other, I'll speed by. But basically you count right here, right this block, and you count the one diagonal on each side. So this block, diagonal on each side. And then you go out one more diagonal. So one more diagonal. And then right next to it. So right next to it. And then you have this nice little round thing, and the last block goes right there. And that's the bottom of the corner. It's pretty basic. So from here you will pillar up like I just was. It's pretty, now I can't do it, but here we go. I will take you through just this pillar up and just make it just even with the 11 blocks high. And then you will see the pillar forming just like the other castle. And the top is different. In the description I will put the boxes, but you'll have to kind of watch to get these, because these would just be a mess to put in the description. No one would understand if I even tried to explain it. But here's what it looks like, the base, just like that. And you'll see it will look better as we go. So let's do one more. And here we go. You find the edge of the block and one diagonal. Same on the other side, one diagonal, and then you go one more diagonal on each side, and then same, so it goes diagonal, diagonal, right next to, and then right in the middle, back behind, not out there. So you connect them all. And then we will pillar this up, and I will speed build the rest. So be right back. Alright guys, we are back, and all we did was we finished up the corners on all four sides and put a roof, well, the first layer up on this thing. And I didn't go one up, it's just the 11th block is the roof or layer. So from there, we're going to go to the corners, because the corners are probably the most difficult to explain. But the best I can explain it is it looks kind of like a cat head, as you can see from this one. So basically, the first block will be on top. So this 11th layer, and you will be doing these on the two that are sticking out. So there's two sticking out right here, and then there's two more sticking out right here. So let's start. You put one here, so it's on top. You're not erasing anything. And then double up, and then add one more out on each side. So it's 2 to 4 to another 4, and then 2 on each side, just like that. So it goes 2, 4, 4, and then a separated 2 on top. And so we will repeat that right here. So 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. A second layer of 4, and then the 2 separated. So that's what it's going to look like at first. You have your two cat head looking-ish things, fox looking things, and then from there you need to basically fill in the blanks. It's like, it's right here, you build right on, so right there and right there. And you want to build 1, 2 up from there, so this will be 3 high. So 1, 2. So right into the blanks, and you want to build on it, you don't want it in here, these two, you want it to be hanging over just like that. And they will be even with these two, the two bottom blocks, and they will be 3 high each. So you'll come over here and you'll see, oh, there's gaps right here and here. You fill those right there, and then up 2 more, so they are 3 high as well. And then the final corner you will fill in as well, and 2 more higher, so they are 3 tall. So you're like, this doesn't look the same as the other one. To give it more definition and to kind of fill out the blocky looking spots, we come over here and you see right where we put those three, you put one more block right in the middle. So just like that, you come over those three that you just put, one block right in the middle of them, and then the three that you just stacked up right in the middle of them. So that is it for the corner accent. It'll look, the inside doesn't look as good right now. It's you have to leave space for your I don't know what you'd call them, maybe rivets or just that detail over the edge. So what you're gonna do right now is, let me see where it comes from. It comes from this block right there. So from this, you will see it's even with the bottom 4 blocks, and it will be hanging off. So just what's easiest to explain is you put a block on top of your house, on top of the castle, and then one out. So just like that, and oops, you'll connect it all the way over. So I'll show you 2 just to get, because it is the harder part, are the corners. So you will extend this all the way over. We'll leave some space. And again, we will do the 2 right on the 11th block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And a second layer 4. 2 separated on the top. And just to the next one. So 2 on the 11th block. 4 on top of that. Oops. Another 4 on top of that, and the 2 separated. And so back to the empty ones, you want it right on the 11th, hanging over like a ledge, and then 2 more high, so they are each 3 high. So let's go into this corner, fill in the spaces, make them 3 high, and on to the next, make the spaces 3 high, and then to add definition, you put blocks right in the middle, right there. So you count 1, 2, 3, and on the middle one, put a block. So 1, 2, 3 on the middle one, put a block, and then you can just connect those right there. So there you go for the 2 corners. And so from there, we will do I'll do the other side, speed build, but for now, let's go straight to these. This is where the stairs come in, right here. And they're not always going to come perfect. Like as you see, this one's up against that. It's not like this. But for building, like the ones up top will be better. What it doesn't match up on the first floor, it will, the numbers will help on the further ones. So you can't really tell. It doesn't look uneven, but you're going to see kind of a... So here we start with the space. You're going to see a little bit of a difference if you're up close. But so what I like to do, you could go along and go back and forth, leaving one space in between. We'll show it like this, but what I usually do is I count, so I got 1 stair going this way, I count 1, 2, add a stair, 1, 2, add a stair, 1, 2. Okay guys, we're back, and I thought I'd tell you before, because I just did the front ways, that I usually start on the sideways. I leave a space, and then down here, of course, it's not perfectly even again, so this is what it will look like if you choose to do this length. So, okay, bottom layer done. Time for our second floor, which is very, very similar. I might just speed build the whole thing. Let me see. Oh, let me get the dimensions down. The second is 33 wide. Let me see how much space I left. So you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay guys, got it figured out. Basically, I have the dimensions are easy. It's 33 long by 10 wide. It was just getting it right in the center that kind of took me a little bit, but easiness for you that you can figure out is from this corner you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the sixth one it will line up, and same for this side. And I learned what you could do is, since the corners have to be that special way, you go from the end of your 10, you go 1, 2, and then you can place the block right there, and you don't even have to count the long ways. Well, you don't, but you have to do this 10. If you do both of the 10s first, you don't have to count the long ways. Just make sure that it is the diagonal 2 spaces away, and you'll be golden. So from here, it is basically like exactly the same as the base. So I will just speed or cut this and be back with you in a little bit. Okay guys, we're back. What we did was we just built up and built the roof, and I never did say how tall it is. This one is 10 high. The bottom is 11 and the second one is 10. I'm sure you can do both 11. A lot of these numbers can be different per se. If you wanted a smaller scale castle, I'm sure you could scale it down a little bit. This is just if you want this exact size, this exact way. So from here, I thought I would go over just the corners one more time because they're different. So again, it's the 2 right on the 11th and then 4 on top. Oops. Another 4, 2 separate, and then 2 on the 10th. Sorry if I said 11th. The 10th block, and then 4 on top, 4 on top, 1, 2. In the gaps, 1, 2, 3 high each, and right in the middle. This one will probably be going faster, but if you missed it last time, 3 high, 1 block in the middle. Right in the gap, overhanging, 3 high, right in the middle. So there you go, and then to get the ledge off, just right on top of the roof, 1 off. And it's that all the way around, so I will be right back. Okay guys, we are back and all 4 corners are done. It is looking good. All we have to do now is our overhang design-ish. So just like this again, I thought I'd just show it 1, 1, 2, place, 1, 2, place, and then all the way down. So this one, the second layer does end up working perfectly. So there you go. And I'll do this one right here as well. I think I just did this. Yeah, I think it worked best. I could fit 3 in here, and for this one, I usually leave a space between this block and when you start it, but for this one, the second layer on this side, it's just better, looks better to fit in 3. So I will complete each side and be right back. Okay guys, we have our first 2 layers done, so this is our biggest part. The top layer is a little difficult because it is almost all corners. The hardest part is getting it right in the middle, so I know here it will be 1, 2, 3 away, and here it is a lot. So 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. So 3 and 14. Okay guys, we're back. We figured it out. So from here, the final layer, that top part right there, will be 4 by 5 to start out, just like we started out with our walls on the bottom. This side will be 4 and the long side will be 5. The 4 will be 14 blocks away from here, and how I kind of made it right in the center was I saw these are 2 blocks and the 2 blocks next to them, and you just take these 4 and 14 blocks over here, you have 4 blocks. And then from here, you can do the same thing on the other side, and so that you don't have to count out these ones, you just go your 1, 2 diagonal, and here you have your little box again. So this last layer, I went back to 11 high. And we'll just, I'll make the complete outline. It's not a complete cylinder. It has, as you can see, it has the box look as well. So we will go out 1, out diagonal 2, just like that. So the things are completely the same, all the corners, just like that, just like how we did on both layers, just all closer together. So let's do diagonal 2, and then that one, diagonal 2, and then, oops, diagonal 2, and that one. Okay, so this is the base for the very top layer, so I will be right back when I have this exactly 11 high. Okay guys, here we have our top cylinder-ish shape, and from here you just do the same as the corners. I will just do 1 and then speed through because it's just the same. 2 and then 4 on top, another 4 on top, and the ears. 2, 4, oops, 4, 4, and the 2 on top. And then the ledge off, that is 3 high, right in those spaces. And then the one right in the middle. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back and we are almost done. So as you can see, you could leave it like just like this if you wanted, but there's a few little accent pieces like this one in the front, just like to match our rivets right here. What we're going to do is right here I noticed there were 3, which I mean it's kind of hard to fit. So what I did was I did the 2 stairs right there, and then 1 solid block, and then a stair faced that way. And that kind of like to me mimicked this kind of look, a little bit different, but this is the top, so I think it can be a little bit different. And on the sides here there was just these 2, so I just did 1 and 2. So just like that on the sides, and we are almost there. So on this side, you can do the same. You can leave it, since it's the back, you could leave it just like that. It looks fine. Or if you want to just put up the top just like that. So there's our finished product, and this is stone brick, but you can use anything you have a lot of. And pretty simple. The doors, it's very customizable what you can put in it, how many layers you'd like it to be. All the interior is up to you, but here is the outside of your castle. Hope you like it. Night Lightning Z signing out.